Welcome gamers! Welcome to an unboxing video of Dawn of the Zeds, the third edition, the final print. I usually don't do unboxing videos, but there's still some month till the Kickstarter copies go out. But the awesome team at Victory Point Games decided to send me one of their few preview copies they got from the manufacturer. So here it is. This is what you guys will get pretty soon. And yeah, let's have a look at it. This is the box. It's still in shrink. The first thing I realized is, wow, it's heavy. It's 2.1 kilograms, so pretty heavy. There's a lot in the box here. Quick comparison, third edition, second edition. Box sizes are pretty similar, but this one is much thicker, okay? And it feels really full. What do we have? A nice cover with a nice looking guy in front. And this image, which always reminds me of a scene from the old John Carpenter The Fog movie. Now let's turn this around. What do we have on the back here? Dawn of the Zeds, a nice introductory text, an overview of the board, some cards, game contents, then the information. 90 minutes to 2 hours, 1 to 4 players, 13 plus, and another good looking guy on the back here. Let's open it. Okay, that's it without shrink wrap. The box is, wow, feels pretty great. Nice finish. Awesome, like it. A little flyer from Victory Point Games for some other games. And Nemo's War, which just yesterday successfully finished its Kickstarter. And then I want to show you this. I want to show you the size of the box. I love that idea. I love the details here. Just the idea of putting information about the characters on the side of the bottom part of the box. Other companies just leave them empty or put advertising for other games there. Nope, this is all about story. So we have characters on the side of the box. We have rule books. Let's see, we have the A to Z's book. The comprehensive rules. Wow, they're heavy. Nice glossy paper. Looks great. Everything looks great here. Cool. Then we have the basic game rulebook. At the end of this video I will show you what you need to start, because this can be a pretty much when you open the box the first time. So start here is a good point, and I'll also show you which counters to use. Then the Farmingdale dossier, which is a reference over all counters in the game, everything you need. If you have a question, you don't have to look through the rule book, just look it up here. Cool. And number 4, level up rulebook. These are the advanced rules. Great overview over the game and the turn structure. And No Brains rulebook. One I haven't seen, although I was a play tester. Never played the No Brains scenario, which is kind of a, as far as I know, an easy version to play Dawn of the Zeds. And the setup book with all the counters shown here, and the setup for the different games. Level setup page, basic game, Outbreak. So it's only 1 page per game. And the epilogues, the end. And epilogues you can read when you're through the game, calculating your score. So that's a huge amount of paper. They feel really, really great. Awesome. Counters! I assume there are, wow, tons of counters. Okay, 3 sheets of counters. Zeds, players, civilians. Cool, the little standees here. Looking forward to punching these out. Then even more barricades. Wound counters. Cool. Great, great, great. And more chaos, more characters. The super weapon. I'm going to show you some of these punched out and assembled later. And the board. A mounted board. Now that's something different here. Great! This is side A for the first games, with all this printed on there, and then we have side B for the full game, including the tunnel track. Awesome. Turned out pretty nice and sturdy too, and loud. You can even slap zombies with it. Like it. Then the Dawn of the Zeds baggie. Isn't that nice? I feel kind of guilty because I started with these bags in my tutorial videos. But awesome. Great. Cool to have that. Nice. And dice. The special dice. Now I'm curious. Let's just get something for some contrast. How about a board? Come on, let's leave the board here. So, these are the special dice. Icon is nice. Cool. All in all. Ooh, I don't want to have this roll in the game. Cool, that's the dice. 2, 4, 6. And wow, look what I found. Even more counters. Some already fell out. And it's always good when counters fall out during transport, because that means they're just easy to punch out. Let's try this. Oh, wow. Honestly, that's a proof of good cutting and good quality, and a proof that none of the counters get damaged when you punch them out. So really nothing to complain here. Ooh, awesome. Wow, they're thick. They're thick. Nice counters. Gonna sort them out later. Now what else do we have in the box? Oh, it's still heavy. What's in there? Oh, cards, of course. So this is the... Oh, okay, these are all the tracks when you're using side B of the board. And on the back there's... Oh, that seems like an overview of the No Brains game mode. And this also has this structure you find on the board and on the box, which makes it feeling pretty cool. Kind of like a plastic lamination. Cool. So it doesn't just feel like a piece of paper. Now, player boards, player aids, sequence of play, overview. That's the Zeds player aid for the versus game. Same material here. Should be 5 pieces. They are. And a bunch of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks. And that's it. There's the inlay. Let's open them. Okay, just opened the cards, sorted them a bit, and there are some high stacks here, like a full stack of event cards. That's a lot. And they are, I'm not a card expert, they are linen finished, I think so. They got this structure here. They feel pretty nice. They feel, I don't know, I think they're okay. Feel a bit thin, but please take it with a grain of salt because I'm a sleever. I'm used to sleeved cards, but they not feel cheap or anything at all. They feel like reliable These cards can survive a Zeds attack cards. Cool, got Noel here. Hi Noel. And the first one showing up. What does that say? Flaming Zeds, brains. Wow. Tons of stuff. Need to sort that out. So tons of cards. All event cards. Then we have the full event fate card stack here. They feel cool. Looking forward to playing with them. The research deck. The early research cards. Let's see how they turned out here. Late research, some early research cards. Cool, and the starting card. Some helper cards, overviews over the units, the National Guard, heroes, heroic civilians. Same size, same material as the regular cards, and the characters. Black ones are the evil ones, and then they have the colored ones for the different levels of gameplay. Cool. Cool, all with their backstory. Because this is all about story and characters. Love it. Wow. Okay, let me unpunch some counters and I'll be back with you in some minutes. Okay, my friends, I think it's half an hour later. And wow, I just want to have you have a look over all these components. They all were so easy to punch out, no problems at all. These counters are great. These are, I mean, we all, or most of you know victory point games, laser cut counters. So they kind of compete with themselves because the laser cut counters are really nice. But these counters are great. They are definitely on the thicker side and will work very good. So well done. This is high quality, definitely. The stand is assembled pretty well, even a bit better than with the laser cut counters, because punching out the laser cut counters can be a bit tricky, the small parts here, but these work pretty well. I like to just mention those 4 counters to victory point games and say a big thank you. And they know why, the National Guard and those small helpers here. Okay, now, so where to start? You definitely don't need all those counters in the first game. First start with sorting out the cards, okay? Go through all the cards and only take cards that are marked blue, okay? If it's characters or the fate cards or the event cards. All cards, only the blue cards are in the game. You need all blue event cards. You need all 5 blue characters. You need 2 of the heroic civilians. Remove the savior corpse for the first game. And you need the fate cards, the blue ones. Remove the infected vermin card. Okay, that's what you need. You're already sorted out here. Then find the matching counters for the characters, which are those 5. Some characters come with additional counters. This is marked on the back. Like here, Sheriff Hunt shows he needs the leadership counter. So it's those 4 counters plus a player action counter. You need the player aid, you need the dice, you need all the regular zombies. These are the smaller ones. The super Zeds are larger, so only the smaller ones, and put them in the bag here. You need all regular civilians. The regular civilians are the ones without any icon or image on them, plus the 2 heroic civilians, which you can pretty easily see they have the same icons. You need the ammunition marker, the action marker, wound markers, EKG markers, and those markers, the Zeds upgrades and the civilians upgrades, the no entry marker you might need, and maybe also the 3 memory markers. So actually this is what you should bring to the table, excluding those 3. Then take this rulebook, the basic game rulebook, start here and just read through it. It's not as much, including examples. Here, this one you will need, and you will need the setup book, not the full book of course, only this side, game setup, till here, so 1 page, and then you'll have the basic game setup, which kind of summarizes the setup in front of here. So 2 pages from here. This also has an overview over all the components. And you can also include the reference card, these 2 ones you need for the heroes and for the heroic civilians or the regular civilians. That's Dawn of the Zeds unboxing. This is really like Christmas, a lot to sort out right now, and can't wait to get my first play done. Oh, by the way, and if you're too lazy to read through all this, go to Board Game Geek or to the Victory Point Games website. There are tutorials. They are like split up in the different level. There's an overview over everything, and it starts with exactly the basic level where you start. And if you're done with that, you can watch the next tutorial to go to the next level. So that's it. Congratulations to Victory Point Games. Everything looks awesome, and I want to get this to the table right now. See you. Bye-bye.